Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamara Todd and today I'm answering your requests. Today we're going to be learning how to do the feline eyeliner with the inner corner. To achieve a great feline liner, you're going to need the right tools. My favorite brushes are the art brushes. They are normally used to create art, but I find that they're the finest brushes you can get, and it is much easier to get into the tight corners and create thinner lines. The eyeliner I'm going to be using is the liner from Inglot, number 77. This is one of my favorite liners at the moment. It's very easy to use, it's bulletproof. Once it sets, it's really waterproof, and it's also very hygienic when working with clients or on the models. If you prefer to use liquid liners, by all means, my only request to you makeup artists is do not double dip the liquid liner back in a tube. Make sure that you can get that product out of the bottle, but do not use the same brush from the bottle and then onto your client and then onto the next one. I can't stress enough how important the hygiene is in our job. I normally work from the back of my hand. I'm going to pick up a little bit of this product from the pot and straight on the back of my hand. The key here is to load the brush in a very correct way. So you have to smother the brush in the makeup product and then, almost like with the twirly movements, try to clean it off the brush. In a tiny motions from the very close near my last lash, I'm going to draw a first line towards my temple. Now I will join the top line and I will drag it towards the, I think somewhere 3/4. You can see that I'm working in the small motions. You are almost always safer going smaller first, and then if you want that line to be thicker or go further, you can always add another stroke and make it bigger. But if you go big straight away, it's just going to be much harder to clean it afterwards. I hope you guys can see. This is my first video in a very long time recording makeup looks on myself. I used to have another channel where I did the makeup tutorials on myself, but they're so dated and it was in the very beginning of my makeup journey, so I thought I'm just gonna scrape it all off and start a new channel from the scratch with more experience, fresh eye, and hopefully a better shot from me as well. So this is my outer line done. When you guys requested this video, I believe the hardest part for you would have been the cat liner that goes in the inner part of the eye. The symmetry is one of the hardest things to tackle. It comes with experience. The more you do makeup on other people, the more you practice on different eye shapes, eyelids, different age groups of people, the better and the faster you will become. I think the best way here is to have a mirror in front of you and actually gauge directly looking at the mirror first. Okay, so I'm going to start marking the territory. So you see, I'm creating a tiny dot first. I'm checking if I'm liking the direction it's taking. You also have to remember the best lines are following each other. If you started from the outer corner and your line is going upwards, the line in the middle has to mimic that other line and be almost a continuation of it. I'm checking the direction of this line. So that line in the inner corner is going to have to go a little bit down. I'm joining the bottom line into the first eyelash for that cat-like finish. And now I need to do the final part of the inner corner with whatever is left on my brush. I'm not loading it again. I only need that shadow that almost fades into nothing. Have a look, guys. I've started in the inner corner, barely touching the first lash. Then I've left the gap in the middle because I want the eye to almost be how cat eyes look like this feline finish. Starting from one point into nothing and then it goes 3/4 out of my eye and up again. You can join the line if you want. You can also tight line underneath. This will close the eye a little bit, make the appearance of the lash fuller. If you have messed up or done a mistake, there is a very simple way of cleaning up your lines, and I'm going to show you this now. I like to use oil-based makeup removers because they're the fastest to clean any mistakes you're doing, to remove the makeup. This one is from In the Blink of an Eye, a very heavy-duty makeup remover. Highly recommend. I've added a tiny blob on the cotton pad, and now with a very fine synthetic makeup brush, smother it in my makeup remover. Just a little bit, just so that picks up some makeup remover on the end of the brush. This is going to be my eraser tool. And with the end of this brush, I'm going to clean up any mistakes on the edges that I have created. I find that this is the easiest way in fixing any makeup issues you've done. You can do so on the lip line work, eyebrow work, any mistakes, anything that needs a really fine tuning in the end. And then you can drag it out into nothing. Then you can clean off the brush, and if you need to load it again, you go ahead and you load it again. Like this, you are not using too many products to throw in a bin, so they end in the ocean. You're just using the same cotton pad with your oily makeup remover, and you just keep using it throughout the look. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with this. Now I'm going to show you a few other tips on how to create a feline liner on the other side. Oldie but goldie. This trick is ancient. It's existed for many years. If you know it, great. If you don't know it, I'm going to show you now. In the beginning of my makeup career, when symmetry was a hard task, I used to use the sellotape to mark the line. This is the easiest way, no brainer. Just place the sellotape piece on the outer corner of your eye. Find that direction that you need for your liner and just draw away. Our goal is to match this line to this side. When you do this on one side, it's much easier if you do this on the other side, but clearly on one side I drew freehand, so excuse me if it's not going to be as identical, but I just want to show you a few ways of how you can achieve this look. Whichever is easier for you, you take. If you know everything, that's great as well. Same brush, rest of the makeup that's left on the back of my hand, and let's draw. Joining into the 3rd quarter of my eye in the very beginning of the lash, and then thinning it out as I go up. Ta-da! Same or not? Okay, so this line goes a little bit higher up, so I'm going to manually add this on, but you can see how quick this technique is. If you would have lined both eyes in the same way to start with and then just drew on, it would have been fast. Okay, so I need to get that line a tiny bit higher. Okay, and then I need to clean up the end, so I am taking my cotton pad with a makeup remover and cleaning the end. The next step that I want to show you is another trick on how to line the inner corner with an angled brush and how to make it as symmetrical as possible. We are going to shape the inner corner with the eyeshadow first. I'm going to choose this gray eyeshadow because it's going to be easier to clean up if I messed up. The key here as well is to compare one side to another side and just go back and forth checking. I'm going to take a mirror and have a look right in front of me and try to mirror this side onto here. Cool. I personally am much faster without any of these tips, but in the past, when I was younger makeup artist, all of these tips actually did help me in becoming quicker and pinpointing the symmetry. Right, so I'm happy with the result. I'm going to finish the rest of the look, which is only going to be a mascara, but hey, let me do it off camera and I'll come back. Okay guys, so this is my feline eyeliner look with the inner corner. I hope you enjoyed watching. I tried to make it as useful as possible. If you like any of my tips or tricks, comment below. And I am waiting for more messages from you about what do you guys want to see in my next videos. Thank you very much for watching, and I see you on my next one.